Today we're going to cover three things the market's focused on and how to generate positive cash flow on the farm. I'm Cullen with Dakota Plains Ag Center, Napa Junction in Beardsley, South Dakota. This video will yield 5 minutes of your time. Number one thing the market's focused on is planting progress. Currently, I would call our trade area in South Dakota 75% planted as of today on corn. One insight I wanted to share, it comes to us from Ag Trader Talk in Johnston, Iowa, where I sourced the information. The top 2/3 of corn yielding years in the last 20 years for the U.S. on average was 75% planted by May 15th. Today's May 15th. The lower 1/3 of yielding years were an average of 60% planted by May 15th. So what's this mean? Historically, we see some loss of yield on the later planted corn on a national level. So today's crop progress report, which is May 15th, will be closely watched and traded. The planting data, like I said, was sourced from Ag Trader Talk there in Iowa. Second thing the market's focused on is weather forecast. The weather will be watched closely between now and July. We know this. We're in a weather market. The current 6 to 10 day forecast is cooler temps and wetter across the belt. Third thing the markets will be watching are the managed money positions. The spec money right now is holding almost record shorts in corn. The managed money is net short on soybeans. And this time of year, I like to watch the commercial positions, which are the people who actually buy and use the grain. They are the commercials. And I like to watch them because that's a good indication of farmer selling, as the commercials are a proxy for farmer selling. So why is that? Because when the farmer sells grain to the elevator, the merchant goes short or sells a futures contract. So remember that the futures are a zero-sum game. If the funds are short, somebody has to be long or vice versa. So right now with corn and beans, the commercial and the fund position are diverged, or their positions are close together, which indicates the market is uncertain. It's on the sidelines. It's waiting for a direction, for an event to happen, okay, to trade on. Does this explain the range boundedness, especially in corn, that we've been experiencing? One thing to watch with these commercial and managed funds are the KC wheat. The funds in the commercial positions are moving apart. This indicates that there's maybe some farmer selling and there's fund buying. The funds are net long KC wheat. So this is just one technical indicator that I watch, and one should factor in all other market facts when making a marketing decision on this data. So recently, we're going to talk about cash flow. So recently we got to talk to a few local lenders in our area. We learned that cash flows and profitability are what is top of mind for these lenders. With the lower commodity prices, less volatile corn and soybean markets, the opportunity to produce enough cash flow to service debt has been challenging. One senior banker told me very matter-of-factly, he said there's two ways to create cash flow on the farm: earnings by selling commodities, and liquidation of long-term assets like farmland. So I asked him, how willing are your clients to sell land to generate cash? He goes, that's the last thing I want to do. And that's what I figured. So if you're running into tighter cash flow situations on your farm and don't want to liquidate your land or any of your long-term assets, one strategy is focus on earnings. Every sale above break even creates a positive cash flow on your farm. One banker also told me that banking is a cash flow business. We lend on cash flow, not on collateral. So no matter how much owner's equity you have, it doesn't matter anymore as long as you got a cash flow. So one has to sell grain to generate cash flow in row crop farming. So grain flow equals cash flow. The trick is in this market that not every day the market offers a profitable sale, and we know that. So timing becomes extra important. So timing is everything in this market. So one should know their cost of production and make sales above your input costs when you reach those levels. So if one has trouble pulling the trigger, put a target offer in, a firm offer at your favorite delivery location. This automates the sale. If you can deliver Dakota Plains, call your market specialist. They can help build a plan. They can help get your offers in to automate those positive cash flows on the farm. Thanks for watching. Be safe. Get your targets in.